picking up some trash outside your apartment, pacing up and down as the sky it darkens, hoping that you'll come see me there. Can you believe it? No one's waiting for me. Jumping over the cracks that line your sidewalk, thinking about the things we'll say when we talk. Can't you see I'm holding out my hand? Well, I'm chasing shadows, moving towards this false light, hoping someday it might lead to you. It's dim and bleak, but I keep holding on to this false light. I don't know what else I can do.
Hello there and happy 2025. My name is Lauren and this is my first ever YouTube video. For this video, I wanted to go over some of my personal favorites of 2024 and also go into resolutions that I have for the new year. And I do have them written down here, so I'm just going to go through them. My absolute favorite album of the year was Clairo's Charm. It was my most played and it just grabbed my heart. I seriously have never heard an album like that before, and I'm still constantly going back and listening to it. I think I've listened to it approximately 500 times, and I cannot pick my favorite song. Every single day I have a new favorite on the album, so if you have not listened to it, you need to. My next favorite album of 2024 would be Brat by Charlie XCX. I know that's not a unique opinion, but it really was the album of the summer. My next favorite album would be the Lemon Twigs' A Dream Is All We Know. I actually got to see them on this tour this year and I wept while I was at the concert. I have never heard such beautiful voices, and if you don't know about the Lemon Twigs, it's two brothers. It's very 70s sounding. It's just beautiful. They were very skilled musicians, and they also, like I said, could harmonize like no other. My fourth favorite album of the year was Vampire Weekend's Only God Was Above Us. I could not stop listening to it. It just felt so nostalgic to me, exactly like their earlier work, but I'm not complaining, and it was wonderful. Next, I wanted to talk about some of my favorite movies of 2024. I love movies. I keep my letterboxd updated regularly, and so I did see a lot of movies in the theater this year, which I was really, really happy about. My favorite movie of 2024 was Lisa Frankenstein. It is so quirky. It is so me-coded. I couldn't stop watching it. It was the only gift that I asked for Christmas, and I did get it on DVD, which I was very happy about. Lisa is this teenage outcast, which I could definitely relate to, and she's very goth, overly dramatic, and falls in love with this tombstone, this man in a graveyard. He ends up coming to life, and they go on these little hijinks, I guess we could call them, together. The soundtrack is amazing, the acting is amazing, and I love the story and both of the leads. So check it out if you haven't seen it. My next favorite movie would be Nosferatu. I know that some people have been taking the movie lightly or making jokes of it, or maybe it wasn't for them, but I love Robert Eggers, the director, as well as all the stars, and so to me, the movie was perfect. Next, I would say Challengers. It was just such a wonderful film. If you know, you know. I don't need to go over it, but I love that movie as well. Another movie starring Zendaya would be Dune 2. It is a perfect sci-fi film, and so that was another one of my favorites. Enough said. Just to list off the rest of these, I saw The TV Glow, Baby Girl, Maxine, A Complete Unknown, and Anora. Those are the rest of my favorite movies that were released in 2024. I'm going to now make my vision board for the year so that I can hang it up in my room and always have a constant reminder of my resolutions for the year. I'm a very visual person, and so unless I put this down on paper, I'm simply not going to stick to my resolutions.
Jumping over the cracks that line your sidewalk, thinking about the things we'll say when we talk.
So we're in my bathroom now, and I wanted to start the new year with a new bathroom theme. I've had this black and white pattern going on for a couple of years. I got this shower curtain at Target about 3 years ago, and I found this tufted piece on Etsy. And even though I like it and it's cute, I'm sort of sick of it, and I wanted to do something that's a little bit more me and less basic. So I found a celestial themed shower curtain off of a secondhand store on Instagram, goldn.vintage. And I wanted to go for a more witchy style. I sort of dress like a witch. I love dabbling in magic and things like that. So I wanted this bathroom to really showcase my personality. So I'm going to go ahead and change that now.
Can't you see I'm holding out my hand? Well, I'm chasing shadows, moving towards this false light, hoping someday it might lead to you.
I am so happy with what my bathroom looks like currently. The whimsigoth aesthetic that I was going for, I really think I was able to match, mostly because of the shower curtain. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so happy that I was able to find one secondhand. I love how it looks. It's perfect. It's whimsical. It's witchy. I really feel like it matches my vibe, how I've been dressing, and also the rest of my home, which is exactly what I wanted in 2025. I'm so happy. I thought there was no better way to start off my reading goal than by reading my childhood favorite book, The Phantom Tollbooth, written by Norton Juster. If you've never read this book, which was published, I believe, in the 1960s, it talks about a boy named Milo who is very bored with his life. It is a children's book, and so there are lots of illustrations in it, which I just love. And it tells the story of how he goes to this magical place where everyone speaks in riddles, everyone is confused. It's very nonsensical, lots of wordplay and puns, and that is because rhyme and reason have left their little kingdom. There's fights between a wordsmith brother and a math-minded brother, and Milo has to try to put it all back together. It's a really great book. I've reread it countless times, and I probably always will. This is a book that I look forward to reading to my kids someday and just getting to relive. And I also would probably get a tattoo of something related to this book just because I love the illustrations so much. So I sped read this all in one day on actual New Year's Day, and I loved it. So I was happy to start off my year with this book. The other book I started to read in January was Emma by Jane Austen. I love Jane Austen, and I'm a fan of all of the different adaptations, but the Emma version with Anya Taylor-Joy and Mia Goth is supreme. I also love Pride and Prejudice 2005. I don't think I could pick a favorite between the two. That's how much I like the story of Emma. And so I wanted to finally read it. I'm not quite done with it, but I plan on speed reading it, hopefully either at the end of this month or early into February, so that I can stay on track with my goal. But it's a really wonderful story, and I've really enjoyed it so far. The other books that I read tend to be little self-help journals or witchy, whimsigoth style books. I have a lot of books over here about crystals, the moon, and also candle magic, because I love dabbling in those sort of envoys. And so I've been reading and journaling a lot about those topics as well. Next, I wanted to talk about some thrifted pieces that I've collected in January. I love thrifting. A lot of my home decor and wardrobe is thrifted. It's so good for the earth, and obviously it's where you find all the good unique pieces. And so I'm really happy that I've been able to score such good finds recently this month. Probably my most favorite thrift find of this month has been my shower curtain. It is so gorgeous and celestial themed. It's the perfect addition to my bathroom, and it really just has elevated everything. But I've also found some more pieces from that same creator, goldn.vintage, on Instagram. I'm obsessed with her shop, and so you should check her out if you also have a similar taste. But I thought I would show some of those items as well. So in this gigantic Dunkin' box, I have some goblets that I thought were just beautiful. If I can get it open. Inside the box, I just pulled out this really gorgeous blue 90s themed almost tissue paper, which I will be keeping to either use in some sort of DIY or to give to one of my friends. So that's very cute. There's some cards from the shop and some stickers, which I always appreciate when little small businesses do that. I think it's so cute. Okay, lots of packing peanuts. After all of that unwrapping, here I have my two gorgeous goblets, glasses, cups. They're so beautiful. I love this shade of blue and this clinking sound. I'm so happy that I was able to find a pair. If she only had one on her website, or if I was thrifting and I had only found one, I would still get it. But obviously having two just makes it all the better. I can't wait to have these out when I have people over. Another thing I got from that shop is this napkin holder. I think it's just gorgeous. Again, it's very whimsigoth. It has the cute moon and some star details. It was listed as a napkin holder on the website. I've actually been using it to put my iPad in while I'm cooking so I can watch YouTube videos. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it, but it's just too cute to let go, and it obviously matches my other belongings. On the bottom, it says August 2000 from Cheryl, Sorrento, Italy. So I think that's really cute. Cheryl, thank you for purchasing this and bringing it all the way back in your suitcase. You're a real one. Continuing on with the star and sun moon motif, I ended up finding a bunch of these glass star jars. I see them pretty often when I'm at the thrift store. I also come across large heart bowls like this, and I'm not sure where they come from, but I love them. And so I own several. Anytime I see these, especially when they're $1.99, I have to pick them up. I usually have them displaying my crystals or other little tchotchkes. I actually thrifted 5 of them because I couldn't leave any behind. And for a party I'm going to have very soon, when I have some of my friends over, I've made little goodie bags with a few of them, just because they're so cute and I think that everybody could like them. Continuing on with the star motif, another thing that I always have to pick up when I see it is star candlestick holders. I love taper candles. I always have candles going. And again, when I have people over, my lights aren't on. I just have so much mood lighting that was my cat, that I have a lot of these candles burning. So anytime I see the star candle holders, again, it's normally a pair of 2 for $1 or 2. I have to pick it up. So I love these as well. There is a local antique vintage store in my town that I love to go to when I'm looking for something specific, and I don't mind paying a few extra dollars than what I would do if I stumbled across this at Savers or Goodwill. I love history. I love anything historically inspired, And so for my Valentine's Day party, which I'm going to have in February, I knew I wanted to get some historical or vintage Valentines as decor. So I ended up finding these two postcards, which are reprints. They're not actual vintage, that I plan on using as decor at my party. They're very cute. And this one is just a beautiful picture of 3 kitties, and I do have 3 cats. So I thought that that was perfect. I guess there is a 4th cat, but that's the mom cat. But this is just really cute and vintage, and so I'm going to hang this up maybe on my fridge, maybe stick it into my mirror for guests to see. And then this one is very cute as well. It says, Valentine greetings, Cupid with music is filling my heart. Oh, listen and you will discover, 'tis your name that rings as he tunes the strings. For dearest one, I am your lover. And I just thought this was so cute. I was also able to find some vintage Valentines, and these are very precious to me. I can already tell this will be something that I keep and use every single year because it is real history. So the first is this cat Valentine. It says, you're mine, hook or crook, with a very cute little pirate cat. Again, I have 3 cats, so I'm a sucker for anything cat related. I've found some very wonderful 3D die cut Valentines, and it says, to my Valentine, this little token, let thy love combine with mine, my only chosen Valentine. And so it looks like this. On the back, it was actually signed a friend, but then you can actually pop it out and it will stand, which I just think is really beautiful. And so I was very happy to find this, and again, use as decor. And then lastly, I found this one of a child, and she's playing mandolin, some sort of stringed instrument, and it says on the back, Miss Bats from a meal, and then it says the person's last name. So this was given most likely to a teacher, I'm assuming, and it says a token of love. And again, it's another flat cut, but it is 3D. And so you can see a little garden scene and the girl playing, which I just think is gorgeous. And so these were some of my thrifted finds that I was very proud to show off for the beginning of the new year, and I hope to find many, many more unique pieces. Thank you again for watching this video if you've made it this far. I'm really excited for this year, and I plan on posting pretty regularly. I love it if you could be here and we could get to know each other. All right, bye friends.
On to this false lie.